Hi, everybody. Welcome to Learn by Doing, where you learn a quick concept that you can use in your everyday life or in your business. Today, I'm really excited to um, go through an AI powered no code application building tool with you. And to be honest, when I tried this out the first time, I got so giggled, I laughed to myself for 5 minutes straight because it's so cool. It's so cool. I want to create this application that is near and dear to my heart. As a parent, it's so hard to get your kids to eat their vegetable. And this is a challenge that every parent know too well, right? But what if we can turn this experience into something fun, something rewarding for the kids? And again, I'm going to use this tool called Lovable.dev. It is an AI powered tool that can help us create and launch this simple but powerful app that motivate kids to eat more vegetable. And the best part yet is that there's no coding required. All right. You should be able to see my screen. This is a chat to app application. It's pretty intuitive to use. So I would go here, create an account. I'm gonna put together a prompt here to help us navigate this experience. So I just paste my prompt here. I'm going to share this prompt in the comment for you all so that you can get started right away. But let me walk you through what I'm saying here. The details here has to do with a bit of summary up front of what the app is about. So in this case, a mobile-friendly web app called Veggie Quest that encourage kids to eat vegetable and get rewarded for them. And then going into some of the app features, I like to have a secure login and sign up feature. I like a dashboard where parents can log the vegetables that their child has eaten each day, and a progress tracker, which are fun rewards points or badges for the kids based on their veggies eatings milestones, if you will. And then at the end here, it's very helpful to communicate a little bit of the styling should be colorful, playful, engaging with fun animations, right? I know my kid just get really excited seeing things moving on screen and making the experience really fun for them. I will add one thing, which is reference PBS Kids as an example. So if you have an idea, you can include the competitor in the prompt so that the AI can actually reference that competitor. I'm going to send this away and see what Lovable will be able to build. What you're seeing here in this interface is that you have the left side is the chat, the prompt where we will interact with the tool. The right side is where the code and the preview would be. You'll see that in a little bit. And Lovable take in this prompt that we just given. It does something very nice, which is it summarize what the idea is about. And so what it's doing right now is that it's building out all these pages and components. And if you don't understand what any of these means, it's okay. There's no need to be intimidated by this code. I used to think that as someone who has limited coding experience, I couldn't build any of these applications. And now I'm just so excited to take all the ideas that I've had over 20 years and try them all out and launch them in a way that people can use them right away, which is really exciting. So I'm going to pause the video real quick to get Lovable some space and time to do his work, and I'll return when we have something to show. Okay, so Lovable just returned this application for us, and it goes straight to the login and sign up page. I'm going to ask Lovable to please build a non-login page with example user progress and rewards. So I've asked Lovable to please build a non-login page so people don't have to log in or sign up with some example community, user progress, parents posting pictures about their child eating veggies, and kids getting excited about getting rewarded for eating veggies. I just love this problem space. And then asking Lovable to please make that a homepage with clear CTA to sign up. The homepage now is not the login state anymore, but it's actually a dashboard where people can see the progress that are being made for Emma, age 7, in eating vegetable. Wow, I feel like this is some dashboard that an data analyst parents would really enjoy. It seems like it's full of number and chart and bars, and yeah, the nice thing is that it's giving a little bit of a preview of what the application can do, and then also allows for the CTA to create free account and learn more. I really like that it has some example of activities here, but I would like to change a few things. First of all, I think this logout really should be kind of a sign up. It's very helpful to be descriptive. On the top right, change the logout CTA. CTA stands for call to action, to a sign up, since this is a state of non-logged in user. So I'm going to start with that and get Lovable to change this state. I really like that there's a join for free here. And then once Lovable have change this navigation, I then want to have a tweak on, instead of all these icons, use imageries and engaging visuals, maybe characters to get kids excited, right? So you can see here, Lovable has changed this to sign up and join for free. Actually, I'm going to say change the sign up language to join for free and remove the join for free button. So as you can see here, it's an iterative process where you're chatting with the Gen AI and it is making changes to the overall platform, but there's no code involved, right? You are just having conversation to be able to intuitively ask for what you want, or try it out and fail over and over. Like, what is there to lose? You can play with this platform and get something out the door. So I've just asked to combine this call to actions. Let's see what Lovable can do. Nice. So it has combined it and used this join for free. I'm gonna tweak the content a little bit. So I'm gonna say, instead of example user account, use real world examples with real names. And then I'm going to say, instead of all icons, use characters, imageries, photography to increase the visual engagement. Ooh, big words. Aha. So I've asked it to tweak some of the languages here because I don't know about you, but coming to a page around example user account seems really dry. And then some of these iconography, while really cool for, again, somebody who's data savvy, it can be a little bit cut and dry for what's supposed to be an engaging application. And you see it happening in front of your eyes. Looking at real example of the Johnsons and their daughter Lily have been earning badges points and trying new veggies every week, right? Different veggies logs, so starting to see imageries instead of just iconography. And then you see Lily, who's in this example, have had 7 day streak of eating vegetable. How cool. And earning 3 badges and trying 12 vegetables. Awesome. Cool. So that is the homepage, right? It is a good start. It has some real user data in here. So first of all, it's not only join for free, it's also add an option on the top right to log in, right? If I already have an account, I need to be able to log in. So Lovable just added a login option here for me. Now, the next thing that I would like to show you is how to connect it to a database. Now, the word database can be a little bit intimidating. It was for me too, still is. But for Lovable, it's actually pretty simple to connect to a database. And it is essentially the Supabase integration here. Supabase is a platform that allows you to store user data like the logins, like the veggies trackers, like the badges earned, right? And it's very simple. You click on Supabase. I already have an account. And so I'm going to connect Supabase to a project. And here's a project that I have. If this is the first time that you're doing this, there's like a very simple step by step. You click create a new project and name the project, and that's it, right? You connect it. Now you can do all of these things, right? You can create dashboards. You can manage users, again, their login accounts. You can manage the SQL, which is essentially how you play with data. You can integrate edge functions, mean some of these API. If you want to pull in an AI chat from ChatGPT, you can do that. Sure what managed secrets mean, but we'll find out sometime soon. Anyway, it's as simple as that. That's how you set up your database. Let's go back into your project. And okay, so now I'm going to try to join. I'm going to create an account. Oh, not log in, sign up to create an account. Oh, cool. Okay. So once I have logged in, I see my dashboard right away. And look at this. There's a veggies intake. There's ability to add new veggies right away. I think it will be helpful to add a list, an itemize. I have so much fun with this list of veggies that the kid has tried at the bottom of the page. So I need to make sure that whatever I'm logging actually shown up down below. So Lovable just asked me, hey, approve this SQL command, essentially allow us to make changes to the database. And I'm just going to say apply changes, right? From there, it should create a veggie list for this dashboard so that as a parent, I would know which veggies was eaten and when did I log it. And so let's say I click on carrots, I lock the veggies, and it doesn't show up here, right? There's some troubleshooting that needs to happen. So as a user, lock the veggies, show the veggie in the veggie history below, accompanying date. I think that's good. Okay. So it's telling me that it's now implemented the functionality. Once a user lock a veggie here, it should show up in the veggie history below. So let's see if that's happening. Nope. Okay. I wonder why. I'm gonna say I locked a veggie and it doesn't show up down below. Can you fix it? It just amazed me how simple this is. It takes a few rounds to just play around and actually get something to work. But through this experience too, you can really learn what the program is doing. So here down in this left side corner, we're considering the data security policy and we're encountering this error of not showing the veggie history because there's some authentication linkage that isn't happening yet. You don't need to know any of that. You can just say, can you fix it? Can you fix it until it's done? So you're starting to see the veggie history down below and some of the not only the date, but also whether the kid like it or not. I would, in the next iteration, add some of the liking or the rating in the logging as well, just to make sure that it matches with the functionality below. But for the sake of this demo, right, I just want to show you what we've built in this short time that we got together here. We created a platform for parents and kids to love veggies together with real user story, ability to earn rewards, whether that is streaks or badges for points, and to be able to log in right away to join in your adventure. So I could do something like log in and from there see my dashboard, be able to log my veggies right away and see a history of those veggies. I haven't even go into some of these progress. Yeah, veggies beginners, explore and master. Oh my God. So what we are able to do from here is just to share this with the world when you're ready. You can just click on publish. Okay, I'm trying to publish this application and it said that is published. Here is a link. It's a lovable.app link, but you can also connect it to a domain, to a URL that you own, right? But if I copy this link and I put it in my browser, I then see a app that I just created in minutes. That's amazing. Anyway, I got really excited. If you can't tell, I am all for tools that will help us get our ideas out there very quickly and to be able to test them in the wild, especially for non-technical people. Hi, everyone. I just want to add a note around showing a couple of different version of outputs and some of the different prompts that I use to get to those outputs. The first one that we see here, I use a very simple prompt where I ask the AI to create an app that will help toddler discover and eat vegetable. And then the app can have some recipe that are sorted by time, difficulty level as well as fun activities. And what we got back is this very nice looking marketing type site that has a lot of layers and functionality. So you can see the different recipes with filters. You can click into each recipe and see the instruction. You can even get some of the character vegetable friends and fun activities down south. And I found that this is actually pretty nice looking, even if we didn't specify what styling this application should have in this prompt. I think my hypothesis is that recipe template and type of prompts is pretty common and that the AI can pull from existing templates. So therefore give a pretty good example what it could be. The second prompt that I use for this has a little bit more digging into different features and styling. And it's kind of interesting how this turned out. It's almost like a homepage for a SaaS platform. It's kind of dry, doesn't have a lot of engaging content up front. You can barely click into any of these interactivity or CTAs. And my hypothesis is that Lovable kind of look at this prompt with a point-based reward system and trying to decipher what could be useful. And so I made some iteration, I play around with it. And because I'm in my Lovable account, when I created this last one, which is the one that we went through together around this dashboard, it I believe took a lot of the features that we've iterated upon and put it into this version. And interestingly, Lovable pushed this idea of a point-based reward system a lot further here, where it become very analytical. Remember, we got to this version by iterating and adding real-world stories and characters to make it more engaging. The first output was actually a lot more number heavy and progress tracking heavy. I think it's interesting how Lovable kind of play between those two prototypes and the iteration to inform each other. And so my advice to anyone looking to use a kind of tool like this is that it's pretty good for concepting, but not yet to get specific features in place. I think it will take a lot more iterations than the time that we spent so far to do so. My advice would just to go on here, create a few different versions as starting framework, and then choose one that you think is worth investing time into, and then spend a lot more time actually going in and either fixing or creating new features. All right, I hope that's helpful. All right, and just like that, we have created a fully functional app. No coding, no complex setup, just AI-powered tool that doing the heavy lifting for us. If this was helpful, please hit like and subscribe. It give us motivation to create more tutorials like this that will be helpful to people. And if you have an idea of what we should build next, please drop your ideas in the comments, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.